Welcome back to Cakes by Madalena. Today we're making the cutest Thanksgiving cupcakes. I've got a mix of designs for you, some super easy, beginner-friendly ones, and a couple that are a little more intermediate. They're fun, festive, and guaranteed to steal the spotlight on your Thanksgiving table. We'll start with the simple pie designs, pumpkin, chocolate, and cherry, which look so realistic but definitely trick your taste buds when you bite into them. Then I'll show you a rustic pumpkin cupcake, and of course, the star of the show, an adorable little turkey that's sure to delight kids and grown-ups alike. Let's start with the classic pumpkin pie. All of the pie cupcakes follow the same base method, with a small variation for the cherry pie. Using a 1/8 piping tip, pipe your frosting close to the cupcake to create a compact bed. Then you're going to press the cupcake face down onto a piece of parchment. Here's the secret. Chill them. You can pump them into the fridge or freezer. I usually freeze them for about 3 to 5 minutes so the frosting firms up. Once they're set, peel away the parchment and move on to the crust. I pre-colored all of my buttercream ahead of time. For some shades, like the pumpkin pie filling, I had to mix orange with tiny drops of brown until I got just the right tone. The crust is made the same way for all the pies, using a 104 piping tip to pipe a ruffled border around the edge. And because pie isn't pie without a dollop of whipped cream, I used a mini open star tip, number 16, to add that perfect finishing touch. The cherry pie is a little trickier, but oh so cute. For this one, I wanted to give the red buttercream some texture, so I crumpled up the parchment before pressing the cupcake onto it. Then I piped a lattice with tip number 47, added the same pie crust ruffle border with tip 104, and of course, finished it off with whipped cream. If you're enjoying this tutorial so far, tap that like button and let me know. It really helps me out and tells me that you like to see more videos just like this one. Now let's move on to the pumpkin cupcake. I wanted this one to feel rustic and perfectly imperfect, just like real pumpkins at the patch. Each one is unique. Using a 1/8 tip again, I started piping from the outer edge of the cupcake, pulling each stroke upward toward the center. Repeat this all the way around the cupcake until it's all covered. You can add as much or as little frosting as you like here. Personally, I'm not a big fan of a ton of frosting, so I keep it on the lighter side. For the stem, I kept it simple with a golden sprinkle rod. You can add vines or leaves if you'd like, but I love the clean look just as it was. And finally, it's turkey time. Using the 1/8 tip, I started about 3/4 of the way around the cupcake and piped feathers inward toward the center, starting with red, then orange, and finally yellow. For the body, I had a little fun with this one. I piped 2 circles of frosting on parchment, one larger, one smaller, kind of stacked on top of one another, and I froze them for 5 minutes. Once firm, I peeled them off and placed the smooth side up in the center of the cupcake. Then I added black sprinkles for the eyes, a long red sprinkle for the wattle, and a small triangle cut from an orange marshmallow for the beak. And because I couldn't resist, I gave him tiny arms and tucked a heart sprinkle in between. Honestly, it was almost too cute to eat. That's the whole Thanksgiving cupcake set, 5 in total, 3 pies, 1 pumpkin, and a turkey. They make such a fun little gift box and would be the sweetest addition to any holiday or dessert spread. If you have questions, drop them in the comments, and if you try these, please tag me or let me know. I'd love to see your creations. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more cake and cupcake tutorials just like this one.